Europe changes its GMO rules. What does it mean for your food? Europe has long been known for having some of the strictest genetically modified organism (GMO) regulations in the world. For decades, GMO crops faced extensive safety assessments, labeling requirements, and significant public resistance across the European Union. However, 2026 marks a major turning point, as the EU has officially adopted new rules for so-called new genomic techniques, NGTs, including gene editing technologies such as CRISPR. Under the new regulations, plants developed using certain gene editing techniques that do not introduce foreign DNA may no longer be treated the same as traditional GMOs. Instead, many of these crops will be classified similarly to conventionally bred plants, provided the genetic changes could have occurred naturally or through selective breeding. Supporters of the changes argue that the updated framework is necessary to help farmers deal with climate change, drought, crop diseases, and rising food demand. Scientists and agricultural companies believe gene-edited crops could produce higher yields while requiring fewer pesticides and fertilizers. Potential future crops include drought-resistant wheat, disease-resistant potatoes, and plants with improved nutritional profiles. Critics, however, are raising concerns about transparency, consumer choice, and corporate control of the food supply. Environmental groups and organic farming organizations have argued that many gene-edited products will not require consumer labeling, making it difficult for shoppers to know exactly how their food was produced. Others have expressed concern over patents, warning that large biotechnology companies could gain greater control over seeds and farming practices. The new legislation divides gene-edited plants into two categories. Category 1 plants, those with minor genetic changes comparable to natural mutations, will be subject to lighter regulation. Category 2 plants, which involve more extensive modifications, will continue to be regulated under existing GMO laws. Importantly, the final consumer products from many Category 1 plants may not carry GMO labels, although seed suppliers will still need to identify them for farmers. For consumers following a keto, carnivore, or whole food lifestyle, this development may reignite discussions around food sourcing and ingredient transparency. While there is currently no evidence that approved gene-edited foods are harmful to human health, many people believe they should have the right to know how their food is produced and to make informed choices accordingly. Whether these changes represent scientific progress or a reduction in consumer protections will likely remain a topic of debate for years to come. One thing is certain, Europe's approach to genetically modified foods has changed significantly, and the ripple effects could influence agricultural policies around the world, including here in South Africa. Disclaimer: this article is intended for general informational and entertainment purposes only. It is not medical advice, and it should not be used as a substitute for professional diagnosis or treatment. Always seek the guidance of a qualified healthcare provider before making any changes to your diet, lifestyle, exercise routine, or medication. Stay updated on the latest news, connect, interact and more on KetoNet, available on the Apple Store and Google Play.